Sorting is nothing but the arrangement of elements of a data structure in either ascending order or in descending order. Again, you have to answer 4 out of 8 questions and it is 3 marks each. So you have to answer 4 questions. Total is 12 marks. So we are going to learn the different commands, different tags, different options, everything with respect to SQL language. Dear students, welcome to Computer Science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Students, let us start our session with the introduction to the syllabus. This is second PUC syllabus. This year, the syllabus has been changed by Karnataka State Pre-University Board. So accordingly, we are going to study the new syllabus from this academic year 25-26. So let us start with the introduction to the syllabus. So here, this is the prescribed textbook from the Karnataka State Pre-University Board, and this is the second PUC Computer Science textbook. This is the covering page of the textbook. Now let us see the different chapters in this syllabus. So here, altogether, there are 13 chapters, and apart from this, as all of you know that, this paper is divided into 2 parts. One is for theory as well as practical. Practical is for 30 marks and theory is for 70 marks. So here in this session, I am going to talk about different chapters in the syllabus for theory as well as the practicals. So here there are in the syllabus 13 chapters. So the chapter number 1, that is exception handling in Python. So this is, they have introduced new Python language from last year. So you have learned the basics of Python in first PUC, and in second PUC we are going to learn few more additional commands of the Python language. So accordingly, in chapter 1, that is exception handling in Python. So what is the concept here? Here, as all of you know, that how to execute Python program, and already have learned the simple coding or simple programs. So here, whenever you are executing a program and suppose if at all any error, any different types of error, so the program will terminate immediately. So it cannot proceed further. So unless you correct the program, it will not proceed further, or it will stop at a particular location or particular line. So to overcome this, we have something called exception handling in Python. So what is the concept here is, in this chapter we are going to learn, so if at all any errors in a program, how to handle different types of errors in a program or in Python programming. So that is chapter number 1, that is exception handling in Python. Next, chapter 2, that is file handling in Python. Now, all of you know what is a file in computer science, or in general, a file is nothing but to store information, different types of information. Now, we are, with respect to Python programming concept, we are learning what are concept of files, what are different types of files, and how to work with different types of files. And also, we are going to learn the different commands available in Python programming to work with different types of files. So that is the chapter file handling in Python. Next, chapter 3, that is stack. So here we are going to learn a new concept that is called data structure, and here stack is a type of data structure. So we are going to learn in the chapter that is stack, we are going to learn how to work with the stack, or how to initialize the stack, or how do we create a stack, and how to add element to it, how to remove element to it, or we can say what are different functions can be performed on stack. So here stack is nothing but a data structure. So that is what we are going to learn in chapter 3. In chapter 4, that is queue, it is another data structure. So it is a type of data structure where we can create a queue, and we can also perform different operations, and also we can learn different types of queue available in Python programming concept. That is chapter number 4. In chapter number 5, that is sorting. Now, You know the meaning of sorting? Sorting is nothing but the arrangement of elements of a data structure in either ascending order or in descending order. So that is the definition of sorting. So in this chapter, we are going to learn the elements of a structure, how can we arrange it, and what are all different methods are available in Python programming to arrange the elements of a data structure of a list in either ascending order or descending order. Elements can be a different data type, it can be a numbers, or it can be a strings or group of characters. So in this chapter, we are going to learn the different methods of sorting or arranging the elements of a data structure in ascending or descending order. That is in chapter 5 and chapter 6. So chapter 6 is nothing but the searching. So what is searching here? Searching is a one method of in Python programming where we can look for a particular element or a particular data member in a list or in a data structure. Now here in stack and queue, we are learning the data structure, how to add elements into stack or how to add elements into queue, and also what are the functions can be performed on the stack and queue. So sorting is also a type of a function can be performed or operations performed on stack and queue. So here searching is also a type of operation where we can look for a particular element or a data member in a particular list. Suppose that is the meaning of a concept of searching. Again, here also there are many algorithms or different programming concepts or techniques. We are going to learn different types of techniques in searching a data member or element in a list or a data structure. Next concept is chapter number 7, that is understanding data. So if you remember this in first PUC, we have learned different types of data, that is structured data, semi-structured data and unstructured data. So same concept we are learning along with different statistical concepts. So different formulas we are using in statistics, we are going to learn along with the different types of data. That is in chapter number 7. And in chapter number 8, it is database concept. So what is a database concept? The main concept of database is the place we can store a lot of information in the form of table. So database is nothing but a concept where we can store a lot of information or different types of information in the form of table. So what we call as in the form of a record. So here different types of data, or we can say n number of data can be stored in database in the form of records. So that is database concept. So here we are learning what is the definition of database, what are the applications of database and different technical terms, along with the different operations can be performed on database. See, these are the concepts. And also we are going to learn the theoretical concepts of different models of database. That is the database concept, that is chapter number 8. And in chapter number 9, we are going to learn SQL, or we say it is structured query language. Now up to here, chapter 7, we are learning a language called Python language. And here in the chapter number 9, we are going to learn SQL, or the full form is structured query language. It is a language for database. So we are going to learn the database concept in chapter number 8, and in chapter number 9 we are learning a language called SQL. It is a language for database. To work with the database, there should be some particular language. So here SQL is one of the language. So we are going to learn the different commands, different tags, different options, everything with respect to SQL language in chapter number 9. Next, chapter number 10, this is computer networks. Now you may be familiar with the word network and computer network. So what is a computer network? Computer network is nothing but interconnection of different types of computer or one type of computer to form a one network. So in this chapter, we are going to learn in detail about networking, like what is a network or a computer network, what types of network, then what do you mean by topologies, and different technical terms or maybe network devices. You might have heard something like modem, router, switches, everything. So we are going to learn all the definition and functioning of different types of network devices. Apart from that, we are going to learn the different types of connectivity cables. Now, as we said, in computer network, we have to connect two computers through a physical media that is called a cables or wires. So here we use the word cables. So in this chapter, we are going to learn the different types of cables available for connecting different computers together in the form of a network. So we are going to learn entire concept in detail in chapter number 10. Next, chapter number 11, that is data communication. So what is data communication? Now all of you know, just now we are going to learn see in the chapter number 10, we are going to learn how to connect computers in the network. So what is the purpose of connecting computers in a network? The main goal of networking is to share information or to transfer of data between different computers among computers in a computer network. So once the computer has been connected to network, so data has to be transferred. So here in the chapter data communication, we are going to learn how the data has been transmitted from one computer to another computer and what all different technologies are available in the field of computer science for communication or for effective communication. So in this chapter, we are going to learn different technology available for data communication, or we can say data transfer from one to another computer in a computer network. That is the concept in chapter 11, that is data communication. Next, in chapter number 12, this is security aspects. So, you know what the meaning of security. So, everywhere security is most important nowadays, that too in the field of IT or information technology. So, in the field of information technology, and also we are talking about computer networking, it is very, very important for any organization or any company to protect the data. So, protect the data and protect the resources like maybe hardware resources or software resources. So here, and also one more threat is our virus. It is a general threat for computer users. So how do we protect our computer, that is hardware and software, along with the data in a computer network or in the field of information technology? So here in the chapter, we are going to learn different methods of how to protect your computer or computer resources in a computer network. In chapter number 13, this is a project-based learning. So here in this chapter, we are going to learn how to start a project, and we have to follow certain protocols, certain rules to develop a project or to prepare a project report. So we are going to learn the step-by-step procedure to prepare a project report, or how to develop a project, or how to start a project. So these are the concepts to be covered in the second PUC computer science syllabus. Now let us move on to next slide. Here, let me tell you about practicals. As I told you in the beginning, so this computer science paper is for 100 marks, and out of 100 marks, theory is for 70 marks and 30 marks for practicals. So the 30 mark is divided into different sections or different groups. So here, this first one is you're supposed to write, there are two programs. So in the practicals, there are two sections, part A and part B. So you're supposed to write one program from part A, another program from part B. So each program carries 6 marks each. So writing one program from part A, 6 marks, one program from part B, 6 marks. Next, after that, execution of any one program of the examiner choice plus output. So here, once the program has been written, you have to execute the program in a computer, so that you have to execute the program, and which program, that is the examiner choice. So whichever the extra examiners say, that those programs you have to execute it, and you must get the output. Once you get the proper output, it carries total marks for this is 8 marks. So 8 marks here, 6 marks for execution and 2 marks for output of the program. So total this is 8 marks. Next, as you know that you're supposed to maintain a practical record book. So that is practical record book that carries 6 marks. So in the record book, you have to maintain the record book neatly with all the practicals, all the examples, what you worked out in the lab, along with the proper output that carry 6 marks. Then after that, next section is Viva VC, or is a Viva questions. So here, Viva, there are 4 marks. It is again the examiner will ask questions, so you have to answer to it. So it carry 4 marks. So altogether it is for 30 marks. So theory paper is for 70 and practical is for 30 marks. Total computer science paper is of 100 marks. Now in the next slide, we will see what is the question paper pattern, that is theory pattern. Again here we can see different sections, part A, B, C, D and E here. So part A, it consists of 15 MCQ and that is 1 marks each, and again 5 fill in the blanks, it carry 1 marks each. So totally there are 20 questions and this is 20 marks. So section A or part A, MCQ and fill in the blanks, it is of 20 marks. In part B, it is a 2 marks question. You have to answer any 4 out of 8 questions. So if you look into that, part B, C and D, you will have more number of options. So you may not find it very difficult, hard to study. So here, this is for 2 marks questions. So here you have to answer any 4. Total is 8 marks. So part B is for 8 marks. And part C, again you have to answer 4 out of 8 questions and it is 3 marks each. So you have to answer 4 questions. Total is 12 marks. And part D, again you have to answer 4 out of 8 questions. And here it is 5 marks question. You have to answer any 4. So total is 20 marks. In part E, it is what we call it as HOTS, high order thinking questions. So in this one, you have to answer any 2 questions of 3 questions out of 3 questions. So that is 5 marks each and it is for 10 marks. So altogether, so it is 70 marks theory paper. So dear students, so far I have given information about the second PUC new syllabus, that is the new changed syllabus. It is prescribed by the Karnataka State Pre-University Board. Thank you very much.